Good afternoon, basketball fans, and welcome to K13 Media's live coverage of Gordon State College Highlander basketball, presented by the May and Carter Oil Company. I'm Chad Feltman with K13 Media, coming to you courtside today from the Advanced Roofing and Interiors broadcast booth for our final home broadcast of the season. Yes, this is it. No tears in the eyes just yet, but it is the end. And what a season it has been. Seems like it was just yesterday we were getting this thing started in November, and here we are today on March the 9th, our 15th home game of the year. Not our last game of the year, but our last home game, because conference tournament play will begin next week. And the Highlanders today have a chance to really cement their seed in the tournament next week. But they've got a tough test in front of them today, as the Hawks from South Georgia State College have made the trip from Douglas, Georgia, here to Barnesville today to wrap up their regular season as well. And boy, oh boy, they're in a very tight spot right now. 5 teams still have a chance to claim the number 2 seed in the tournament. South Georgia is one of those 5 teams, so you better believe they're going to be bringing their A game with them here this afternoon. Tip-off is scheduled to come up around 2 p.m. this afternoon, so about 10 minutes from right now, which means it gives us a few moments to sit down and chat with the head coach of the Highlanders. Coach Dwayne Jackson is on his way to the broadcast table, and coming up in 60 seconds, we will chat with the coach and get all the info we need about today's game and maybe even a peek toward next week as well. Glad to have you here with us. It's K13 Media's live coverage of Gordon State College Highlander basketball. 10 minutes away from tip-off, 60 seconds away from our pregame interview with head coach Dwayne Jackson. That's coming up next, live with K13 Media. Ram Truck Month is back at Countryside Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Jackson and Madison, and we're celebrating with the biggest discounts on new Ram trucks that you'll find all year long. We're talking about savings up to $16,000 off the MSRP sticker price. We have the area's largest inventory of new Ram trucks, and we'll beat anybody's price. Have a trade? Bring it to us. At Countryside, we accept all trades, regardless of year, make, or model. It doesn't even matter how much you owe. We'll get you out of your old ride and into a new vehicle today. Shop online, chat with our friendly staff, and apply for easy financing at CountrysideAutomotive.com. And this month, let's find your new ride at Countryside. I-75 exit 205 in Jackson and I-20 exit 114 in Madison. Welcome inside the Advanced Roofing and Interiors broadcast booth. We are live today from Gordon State College in Barnesville, getting ready for tip-off as the Highlanders are going to be taking on the Hawks out of South Georgia State College here today at Highlander Arena. I'm Chad Feltman with K13 Media, as always, joined by the head coach of the Highlanders. Coach Dwayne Jackson is here with us, and say it ain't so, Coach. Game 15, it's our final home game of the year. It's our final game of the regular season, man.
Right.
Boy, this has been a lot of fun this year.
It has, and it's been a lot of hard work, and it's been a lot of appreciation. And obviously, when we're talking about these young student athletes, you always want to make sure that when you lay your head on the pillow at night, that you gave them the best that you could possibly give them, and that's what's important to me.
Well, again, our final game of the regular season, a big game for us to try to win it before we get ready for conference play. And Coach, I guess the big thing to talk about here is, boy, how good your team has been playing the last 2 weeks and really the last 10 days, man. Mm-hmm. You guys got another big win against Southern Crescent the other day, scored 100 points for the first time this year, and
yes, sir,
picked up your 4th conference win of the season. And I know we've talked about it. It seems like every time we sit here talking about getting better, but you guys from game 1 to now game, 30 on the season?
That's right.
I mean, boy, night and day difference.
It is. This team is really coming around, and that's one of the things that I've been preaching the whole time since we got started. So when you're talking about coming together as a team, it takes time. It's not overnight. We kept believing in each other. We kept believing in the process that we put forth, and we kept believing in the fact that it's going to happen at the right time. Now we're sitting at the 7th spot in our conference tournament. You know, obviously we're not the last spot, and I think that's pretty impressive. That means we won the right games at the right time when it matters.
My question is, it took almost 30 games all year to score 100 points, and we did it Monday night. What did we do differently? What happened to get us to that triple-digit number, and can we do it again tonight?
Hopefully so. We played decent defense. Obviously, Southern Crescent was missing, obviously some key players too. They was a little short, and they only had 7 players. So that has some to do with it, but overall, I think we played very well. We took care of the basketball a lot better. The turnovers wasn't as great. I think we did a good job from the free throw line too. So we shared the ball more in the offense. We played more together. It wasn't so much of, I want to score this, I don't want you to score, but I want you to rebound for me. It wasn't that. And that's something that we had early on in the season. We didn't want to share the ball properly. We didn't want to play team basketball on defense. We didn't want to do the little things to win. Now, once we're starting to see that we can be very successful, these kids are starting to realize it takes just a little bit of effort, and we'll be successful. So that's what you've been seeing in the last 10 days.
You had, I think I was doing my post-game recap for Monday night. It was either 7 or 9 players in double digits.
That's correct.
On Monday night. Jackson Henry led the way with 18. And, again, we picked up our 4th win in the conference. And I'm looking at the conference standings right here. And like you said, we're up to that number 7 spot. But this is another big game here today, not just for our team, but also for South Georgia. They're sitting right now in a 3-way tie for 3rd. They've got a chance to climb all the way up to the 2 seed if they can win here today. Now, for us, we can't climb up to the 6th seed, but there is a chance if we drop this one today and Andrew College wins their game, there is a tie there for that 8th seed. And from what you were telling me earlier in the year, that's a pretty big seed, that 8, because weren't you saying there's a play-in game or something?
Yeah, so how they do it is Albany Tech obviously is the number 1 seed. So Albany Tech would play the 8 seed.
Okay.
So you don't want to really be the 8 seed going on the road,
right?
Into the number 1 environment. So if you're the number 7 seed, you go into the 2 seed. So for us, this game today is a momentum game. We got a lot to play for. This is our last home game of the season. These guys have worked very, very hard despite of the record. So I think going out with a win on game number 30 would be a real big stepping stone to help us on Tuesday night when we get ready to play the conference.
Well, let's talk about the team we've got here tonight. The Hawks have made the trip from Douglas, Georgia, down in South Georgia, and second meeting between your team and the Hawks. They took care of us on February 24th. 96-74 was the final in that one. Take us back through that ball game and what they did so well to beat us that night down in South Georgia.
So I think, and you'll see this in a lot of our games, we did not allow teams to beat us because we beat ourselves. In that game in particular, we gave away so many transition scores. We didn't rebound properly. We turned it over in key moments of the game, and that's one of the things that we've been really working on. How do we take care of the ball in key moments? How do we rebound the ball in key moments? How do we get key stops? From November to March, you have to make plays. In the summertime, you can get that rebound and let it go about, or you could turn it over into summer ball. You could do all that. But from November to March, you have got to make the right play at the right time, and you got to pull that determination out of you somehow, some way, and it's got to happen. And we didn't do that in that game against South Georgia State first time we played them.
Now, hopefully we can do it here tonight. We have played better this year in our second matchups with teams we've seen this year. I know our last broadcast here a couple of weeks ago, we saw a completely different ball game that, we easily could have won that ball game.
That's right.
Just let it slip away late once again. And tonight we've got South Georgia State again, the Hawks in a 3-way tie right now with Central Georgia Tech and South Georgia Tech. So there's 3 teams sitting right there trying to fight, and along with Georgia Highlanders, so 4 teams actually trying to claim that number 2 spot. So they've got a lot playing on the line for them today as well. And I just sit here and think, man, we first got this thing started in November. I can't help but, just how far this team is coming. I know the record doesn't show it, man, sitting at 4-11 in the conference, but a play here and a play there.
Right.
This is easily a 500, if not better team.
Absolutely.
So if we can get just a tad bit of luck on our side today and going into the conference play, I think we got a chance to make a little noise. And
I think so too.
Certainly upset some people.
I think so too, and that's been the whole talk. Obviously we've been really focused on this game. Obviously we haven't really looked as far to. We haven't even looked as far to next week, to be honest with you. We just wanted to be more focused on this game and this game only, because we want to get this game taken care of so that we can get started on the right track.
Let's not look at the records right here on the screen. Let's just talk about the teams in the conference, because you've played everybody. After tonight, you've played everybody twice. So Albany Tech is going to be the regular season champ. After that, again, there's a log jam after the top spot. But who do you think has been the toughest team in the conference? Again, I know you've played everybody twice. I know Albany Tech's on top of the standings. Do you feel they are the toughest team in this conference, or is there somebody else that gave you guys more trouble than anybody?
I think Albany Tech plays better defense than anybody in this conference. They want to play defense, obviously. But, as I said early on, there's a lot of parity in this conference. There's a lot of teams that I feel like is right there together. Andrew, if they don't get their two big guys hurt, they play hard too. Southern Crescent, obviously they didn't have the guys that they needed in a lot of games. But when you talk about East Georgia, Georgia Highlands, South Georgia Tech, South Georgia State, Central Georgia Tech, all of those right there. And we was only, 2-3 plays away from beating all of them. So we did take care of East Georgia here at home, and that was a very key win for us. If we don't win that game, we don't sit at the 7th spot right now.
You're right.
So that rim buster game was the best game for us in our program this year.
Maybe that rim breaking was a blessing in disguise.
Well, sometimes things like that are a blessing, and that's another thing that we teach too. We teach, things happen for a reason, and stay focused and stay locked in and keep yourself together and stay in the storm. We talk about palm tree pedigree. If you look at a palm tree, they bounce all around in hurricanes and storms and all that kind of stuff, but they never break. And that's what this team showed all season. They did not break, and I'm so proud of them.
You got a couple of guys on your team who's about as tall as a palm tree. You know that?
Oh, yeah. We got some palm trees out there, that's for sure.
Coach Dwayne Jackson joining us here pregame. Coach, before we get all hyped up here tonight and get this thing going, man, I just want to personally tell you thank you for having us out here this season, our final time sitting here pregame. And I know when you and I met about 4 or 5 months ago,
that's right.
we kind of, mentioned about doing this, and now all of a sudden here we are. And because of you, it's led us to be able to get in with our softball program and baseball program. So, man, just from a personal standpoint, I can't thank you enough. Well, it's been a lot of fun.
Oh, man, Chad, that means a lot to us, and we just want to be a light to everybody. We want to do people right. We believe in treating people right, and we believe in doing the right things by people. And when I met you, I knew then that was the voice we needed. And coming into this, the first year, I knew we had to get exposure. I knew we needed a certain type of presentation. I'm all about making sure the student athlete get the experience they need on a collegiate level, and that's what we try to do. And you just had the voice. I said, this is the voice I need right here, and I'm glad we was able to make it work.
Notice
so, man,
you said the voice, not the looks.
Yeah, definitely the voice for sure.
The old radio guy. So, man, it's been a lot of fun. And you mentioned getting to meet the players and bring exposure to the players. It's been fun at halftime of every game this year to have the players sitting here at the table with me and getting to know these guys off the court and away from school. But we've got one game left, and we've run through our entire lineup, our entire roster. So, guess who's going to join us at halftime today? This guy right here. We're going to bring him back, and we're going to see if we can embarrass Coach with some personal stuff here at the broadcast table. So, Coach, it's been a lot of fun. Go get you guys ready. I'll see you at halftime, man.
Yes,
as
sir.
always,
thank you
very
so much. Thank you.
Coach Dwayne Jackson joining us here pregame in the Advanced Roofing and Interiors broadcast booth. In just a moment, we'll bring you tonight's starting lineups and the opening tip as we get you ready for the final game of the regular season here tonight in Barnesville. It's Gordon State College. It's South Georgia State. And we'll have that opening tip next, right here, live with K13 Media.
Dedication, compassion, and integrity. We've got the experience and expertise. When you need some help and you feel like there's nowhere to go, you can count on us for everything you need to know. The Sellers Law Firm, where clients become family.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Highlander Arena for today's contest between the South Georgia State College Hawks and your Gordon State Highlanders. It's time now to meet today's starters. First, for the Hawks from South Georgia State College, Starting at guard, wearing number 1, it's Kyreek Davis. Starting at point guard, wearing number 2, a sophomore, Jordan Moore. Starting at the post, number 11, a 6'5" sophomore, Emrin Horde. Starting at guard, wearing number 13, a 6'3" freshman, Devon Rainey. And starting at the post, wearing number 23, a 6'9" sophomore, Lay Davis. And now, it's time to meet the starting lineup for your Gordon State Highlanders. Starting at guard, from Noonan, Georgia, a 6'2" sophomore, number 3, Zion Brown. Starting at guard, from Lilburn, Georgia, a 5'10" freshman wearing number 6, Christian Bacon. Starting at forward, out of Hackensack, New Jersey, standing at 6'7", wearing number 7, sophomore Jamar Moore. Starting at forward, out of Monroe, Georgia, standing at 6'7", a sophomore wearing number 10, Derek Brown. And starting at center, wearing number 13, a 6'10" freshman out of Marietta, Georgia, Cameron Brown. Highlanders are led by their first-year head coach, Dwayne Jackson. South Georgia State, led by their head coach in his 15th year, is Coach Corey Baldwin. And just like that, we are ready to play ball. Today's starting lineups presented by the Sellers Law Firm in Griffin. Glad to have you here with us as we are courtside live today from Gordon State College in Barnesville. It is our final home game of the season. And we are just about ready to tip this one off and get it underway. It's going to be Cameron Brown, number 13 for Gordon State. It'll be Lay Davis, number 23 for South Georgia State. Glad to have you inside of Highlander Arena. It's K13 Media's live coverage of Highlander basketball, and we are underway. Hogs will control the tip, but a turnover right away will give Gordon State the basketball. Final game for both teams in the regular season here today. Highlanders entering the contest 4-11 in conference play. South Georgia State sitting at 10-5 in conference play. And again, South Georgia State, they are currently tied for third, but there is a possibility 5 teams could end up as the number 2 seed in the tournament. It is that tight for the 2 through 6 seeding in the tournament. Albany Tech has already clinched the regular season championship. They are currently sitting at 12-3 in conference play, so no matter what happens today, Albany Tech will be the 1 seed to open up the GCAA conference tournament next Tuesday. Highlanders again sitting at 4-11 right now. They are currently holding the number 7 seed. A win today would clinch that spot, but a loss by Gordon and a win by Andrew College could make it very interesting for the 7 and 8 seeds. Glad to have you with us as K13 Media's live coverage of Highlander basketball, presented by Countryside Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Just underway. Second meeting of the year between these two teams. Here's Brown with a pull-up jumper from the free throw line. Shot is no good. Jamar Moore comes in, and he gets the offensive board. And then it's going to be knocked away. And it's going to remain Highlander basketball with 20 seconds now on the shot clock. These same two teams played each other back on February 24th. South Georgia State won that ball game 96-74. Highlanders 1-1 so far this week. This is their third game already. On Monday, they got a win at Southern Crescent Technical College in Griffin. First time they've scored 100 points all year. But on Wednesday, they went down to South Georgia Tech, played a tight ball game, but came up a little short, lost that one by a final of 80-74. Third game of the week for Coach Jackson's team, again, as we wrap up the regular season here today at home. Highlanders will inbound on the baseline. Just underway as Christian Bacon will take the shot. It's a floater from the free throw line. No good, and rebounded by South Georgia. Kyrie Davis comes away with the rebound. And now the Hawks going to try to work down low baseline. They'll kick it out. Corner three is short. Derek Brown with the rebound. Shot taken by Devon Rainey. The lefty was a little short off the front of the iron. No score just yet, a minute into the ball game. Highlanders averaging 74 a game. Hogs averaging 72 as Jamar Moore will take a pull-up three. No good, and Rainey's there for the open rebound. Ball's going to be knocked loose right in front of the Gordon bench. Moore will hit the deck to try to save it, but it's going to be knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Gordon State. And if the Highlanders can win this one, they will clinch the 7 seed. But there's a lot of ifs that should be settled in about 2 hours. Who's going to get that 2 seed? Again, there's 5 teams with a chance to get it by the time we finish play today. Hogs with the ball. Rainey with another 3. This one too hard off the backboard, and another rebound by Derek Brown. Still no score. 90 seconds into the ball game. Here's Bacon. He'll float one in the paint. Christian is fouled. Count the basket. And we'll have our first foul of the ball game on number 23, Lay Davis. And that's going to send the Highlanders to the free throw line for 1 shot. So Bacon hits the first point of the ball game. A little floater, a little teardropper in the paint, gets it to fall. Draws the foul, and here comes the free throw, and he'll knock that down. Highlanders on top, 3-0. Just underway. Hawks so far 0 for 2 for 3-pointers. Rainey's taken both of them. Had a chance there, decided not to take it, and a pull-up jumper is going to be good. First basket of the ball game for the Hawks. Jordan Moore, number 2, will knock it down. 1-point ball game. 18 minutes to play, first half. Just underway, final home game of the season. Final game of the regular season. Tournament play starts Tuesday. Brown gets cut off trying to drive baseline. And here come the Hawks pushing it up court. They'll go back down inside. Shot going to be partially blocked, and now here comes Christian Bacon with the pass. He'll get it all the way up, fouled underneath the basket. And Bacon's going to go back to the free throw line and shoot 2 more. Bacon hit the deck hard on that one. Foul underneath the basket, going to go on number 13, Devon Rainey. That was all set up by good defense in the paint by the Highlanders, able to block that shot by Lay Davis. Bacon was able to control the loose ball, draws the foul, and Christian is back at the free throw line for 2 more free throws. First one is up, and it's good. Take all the free ones you can get. Bacon so far, all 4 points in the ballgame for the Highlanders. As he'll set, second free throw is up and good. He knocks them both down. So Christian has all 5 points for Gordon State. It's a 5-2 lead, 2 minutes into the ballgame. Man, what a big one this would be today for the Highlanders if they could find a way to get the win. As Kyrie Davis, number 1, gets his first basket of the ballgame. It's a 3-pointer, and it ties us at 5. Here's the Highlanders with a 3. Brown shot is short. Davis with the rebound underneath. Zion just about came away with the steal. Another 3-pointer for the Hawks, and again, nothing but net. Kyrie Davis has back-to-back 3-pointers. That gives the Hawks their first lead of the ball game. It's 8-5 as we're inside 17 minutes to play first half. Here's Bacon with it. He'll drive. He's got all 5 for the Highlanders so far. Derek Brown shot, no good. Cameron Brown has it knocked away, trying to go for the offensive board in the paint. Back-to-back threes for the Hogs have given them an early lead. Maybe another 3. Wide open cross-court pass. Somebody has got to put a hand in the face of Kyrie Davis. Back-to-back-to-back three-pointers. He is on his own personal 9-0 run. Hogs lead by 6. Here's Bacon shut off as he was trying to get into the paint. He'll swing it over to Zion with 16:10 to play, first half. Here's Derek with it, trying to go baseline, trying to find some room. He can't get it to work, and now almost throws it away. 3 on the shot clock. Moore's got to take a shot at the horn. It's no good. And we're going to have a shot clock violation here against Gordon State. Well, this will be a good time for a timeout. We'll get a sub coming into the ball game here for Gordon State. Xavier Boyd will check in and replace Christian Bacon. It's a 9-0 run for the Hawks. Kyrie Davis. 3 consecutive three-pointers. He's got the ball in his hand here. 11-5. It's a 6-point game. Here's another drive to the paint, partially blocked as Lay Davis was trying to take it to the rim. Cameron Brown looked like he got a little piece of it. Boyd has the ball now, nearly has it stripped. Highlander's going to swing it around. Zion with a pull-up 3 from the left wing, gets it to fall. And Zion Brown has his first basket of the ball game. It's a 3-pointer, cuts the lead in half. It's 11-8. That'll stop the 9-0 run for South Georgia State. 15-10 to play, first half. Coming up on our first media timeout here in just a few seconds. Another 3 from the Hawks, and this one is drilled as well. Armin Horde, number 11, has his first basket of the ball game. The lead is back to 6. 4 3-pointers already for South Georgia State on 6 attempts. And now a steal all the way to the rim, and the two-handed jam thrown down by Devon Rainey. 16-8. Here's Brown with it. He'll take another 3, top of the key. Long rebound into the hands of the Hawks. South Georgia State bringing it up court, and a foul going to be called on the Highlanders. Jamar Moore is going to get hit with a reach-in foul as Kyrie Davis was bringing it up court, and that will take us to our first media timeout. 14:22 to play. First half, we're just underway here at Gordon State College.
The Jeep Celebration event is going on now at Countryside Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Jackson and Madison, and we're celebrating with huge savings on all your favorite Jeep models. Right now, save up to $10,000 on new Jeep Grand Cherokees. Take 20% off the MSRP sticker price on remaining 2023 Jeep Gladiators, and get ready to go topless with our huge selection of Jeep Wranglers. Have a trade? Bring it to us. At Countryside, we accept all trades, regardless of year, make, or model. It doesn't even matter how much you owe. We'll get you out of your old ride and into a new vehicle today. Shop online, chat with our friendly staff, and apply for easy financing at CountrysideAutomotive.com. And this month, let's find your new ride at Countryside. I-75, exit 205 in Jackson, and I-20, exit 114 in Madison.
Welcome back to Gordon State College for K13 Media's live coverage of Highlander basketball, presented by Countryside Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Jackson. I'm Chad Feltman with K13 Media. Glad to have you here with us today for our final home game of the season. 14:22 to play, first half. Hawks have opened it to an 8-point lead. Shot taken there by Davis is short on the front of the rim. Here's Jackson Henry with a 3. He just checked into the ball game, and an immediate impact as the sophomore from Baltimore, Maryland, knocks down another 3. Cuts the lead to 5. It's 16-11. I guess we're going to have a 3-point shootout here today. South Georgia State has already knocked down 4 of their first 6 3-pointers. And now we're going to have a loose ball foul called on Cameron Brown. over the back of Lay Davis as he was trying to swat the pass away inside the paint. It's going to be the first foul of the game on the 6'10 freshman, Cameron Brown. 13:44 to play in the first half. It's 16-11. South Georgia State on top, led by their head coach, Corey Baldwin, who's in his 15th year as the head coach at South Georgia State. And boy, they have racked up some wins down in South Georgia over the years. Sitting at 19-10 overall this year. They're 10-5 in conference play. And again, boy, they are in a deadlock right now for that number 2 spot. They are right there in it. In the conference standings with Central Georgia Tech, South Georgia Tech, Georgia Highlands, and South Georgia State. You've got 4 teams with a chance to finish in the 2 seed. They are that tight as we enter today's final game of the regular season. Again, the Highlanders sitting at 4-11 in conference play. If they could find a way to win this one, they will clinch the 7 seed. If they can't find a way to win this one, and Andrew College wins, we will have a tie for the 7 seed. Jamar Moore steals the inbound pass, but he's quickly going to be able to call a timeout. And that will save the possession for the Highlanders. 16-11 to play. Here in the first half, it's a 5-point ball game as we welcome you inside the Advanced Roofing and Interiors broadcast booth for the first time today. Glad to have you here with us. I'm Chad Feltman with K13 Media. Hard to believe that this is it, our final home broadcast of the season. Man, it seems like it was just yesterday we were here in early November to get the season started, but here we are, game 15 at home, game number 30 overall. And again, we've all worked up to get here so we can advance to Tuesday for conference play. Not sure just yet where everybody's going to be playing, but we do know for a fact that the Highlanders will be on the road on Tuesday. 16-11. South Georgia State with a 5-point lead. Highlanders stole the inbound pass. Jamar Moore called a timeout in midair. And now the Highlanders will inbound it. Full court press being put on here by South Georgia State. Christian Bacon back into the ball game. Going to have it stolen from behind. Here's Davis. He'll bring it up court, trying to work into a double team. Puts it up, no good. And a foul called in the paint. And we're going to have a foul on Jackson Henry, and that's going to be his first. As Davis missed a point-blank layup right in front of the rim. So the first foul of the ball game on Henry. Here's the inbound pass to the Hawks in the paint, off the glass. Bank shot, no good. Moore comes crashing in, and Jamar's got another hard rebound. 13-16. First half, Jackson Henry with another 3. This one rattles in and out. Got to grease up that new rim down there. It ain't quite been broke in yet. Hawks with the ball and the lead. 3-pointer, top of the key, no good, in and out. Long rebound back to the Hawks. Amron Horde, number 11, took the shot. It found Kyrie Davis. Surprised Davis didn't throw up the 3. He's already got 3 in the ball game. This shot no good by Lay Davis. Rebound, Christian Bacon. Here's Jamar Moore with it. Double teamed in the paint, trying to go down low to Cameron Brown. And look, the ball may have hit the baseline. It did. Turnover by the Highlanders. 12:34 to play. First half here at Gordon State College. 4 3-pointers by South Georgia State. 3 of them by Kyrie Davis. He hit 3 in a row, had his own personal 9-0 run. Some good defense here by Bacon. Nearly came away with the steal. Davis has it. Will throw it down in the paint. Layup is no good. Tip in is no good. Top of the key, 3-pointer. That's no good. 4th offensive rebound for the Hawks. And now a foul going to be called, and wouldn't you know it, that counts. South Georgia State could not buy a wide-open layup in the paint. But blow the whistle, and somehow the ugliest shot you'll see all day finds a way to roll in. Lay Davis is credited with the basket, and now he'll go to the free throw line. Going to be the first free throw of the day for South Georgia. And it's short. Cameron Brown will come away with a rebound. 4 offensive rebounds on that last possession. That's not going to work any day of the week. 7-point ball game. Highlanders swinging around. Derek Brown over to Jackson Henry. Brown trying to go baseline. Going to get cut off. Fadeaway jumper. Gets it to rattle in. Derek Brown has his first basket of the ball game. A fadeaway jumper on the baseline for Brown. Cuts the lead to 5. It's 18-13. Here's Kyrie with it. Dumps it down low. Turns it over. Jackson Henry, 1-on-3. Pop-up jumper in the paint. Too strong. Henry gets his own rebound. Fadeaway jumper in the paint. Can't get this one to fall, but he will draw the foul. And the foul is going to go on number 13. That is Devon Rady. That's going to be his second. And it's going to send Jackson Henry to the free throw line to shoot 2. So far today, Highlanders, they're 4 out of 4 after that one. Good start from the free throw line. Jackson Henry has his 4th point of the ball game. I know when we were here for our last broadcast, Gordon State went 19 for 32 at the free throw line. When we left the gym that night at about 9:30, Coach Jackson had his team out here running sprints, I think until every single player made 32 consecutive free throws. Jackson makes both of his. 18-15 score. Midway through the first half. Hawks trying to go down low to Lay Davis. Turn around in the paint, way off the mark, rebounded by Derek Brown. Chance to tie the game for Gordon State. Here's Jamar Moore with it in the paint. Throws it down low to Derek. Bank shot no good. Cameron's putback is swatted away and no good. Couple of blocks down low by the Hawks and they get the ball back. 10:40 to play, first half. Davis trying to use that body to knock Brown out of the way, and a late whistle going to come in, and a foul going to be called on Jamar Moore. Going to be his second. Robert Paul, number 34, just checked into the ballgame, a 6'6 sophomore. He'll draw the foul on Moore, and that will send Paul to the free throw line to shoot 2. Robert Paul wearing number 34 here today for South Georgia State. He'll shoot 2 free throws out of Jonesboro High School in Jonesboro, Georgia, up in Clayton County. First free throw is good. One thing I noticed about this South Georgia State roster, they've got a lot of players on their team from our neck of the woods. Here in Clayton County, Henry County. Second free throw from Paul is in and out, no good. So he'll hit 1 out of 2. Makes it a 19-15 ball game. Highlanders with it over in the corner. Here's Bacon with it. Out to Henry with a three-pointer. Short front of the rim, no good. Rebound by the Hawks. Here's Davis. Nice scoop and score in the paint for Kyrie Davis. He has 11. The lead is back to 6, 21-15. And now Bacon just about gives it away. But a foul going to be called here on the Hawks. Jamon Manguccio, number 4. Sophomore is going to get hit with his first foul. And that will take us to our second media timeout of the ballgame. Inside 10 minutes, it's a 21-15 lead. South Georgia State is on top. Hey, when we're done with the ball game today, we are going to hand out our Georgia Size and Print Player of the Game. Big thank you to Georgia Size and Print for hopping on board with us this year. All of 2024 for all of our college and high school broadcasts. They will be our Player of the Game sponsors. And every single Player of the Game we announce this year will receive a free meal to Mama's Kitchen right here in Barnesville on Highway 41. That's actually where we're going to have dinner tonight after the ball game. Big thank you to Thomas and Miss Angie at Mama's Kitchen for providing free meals for all of our Player of the Games this season. Let's take a few more pictures tonight of what we have to eat and post them on our social medias. The other day we had the Wild Bill Burger with brisket and Angus beef and some incredible ribs. So looking forward to getting over to Mama's Kitchen tonight after the ball game. Inside 10 minutes to play in the first half. 21-15. Highlanders trailing by 6. And it's been all about the 3-ball so far. South Georgia State has hit 4 3-pointers. Gordon State so far. Henry's got a 3. Zion Brown has a 3. So both teams have been shooting it from beyond the arc. 9:59 left on the clock in the first half. Highlanders will inbound. Down by 6. $9:59 to play, first half. Highlanders are going to inbound it. Kyrie Davis has 11 points by himself. Jordan Moore has 2. Amron Horde with 3, Devon Rainey with 2, Lay Davis with 2, and Robert Paul has a free throw. Highlanders inbound it. Into a double team, and South Georgia State just about stole it away, but let's see. Do we have a jump ball? Do we have a foul? We're going to have a jump ball called. Highlanders will retain possession. South Georgia State bringing the heat, full court press here on the inbound. Giovanni Rabalou has checked in, wearing number 5 for the Hawks. Zion Brown will inbound it here for Gordon State. Gets it into Derrick, and let's see if the Hawks can get back on defense. They will. Brown will drive, has it stripped away in the paint, knocked out of bounds. Last touch off the fingertips of Zion. Tough play there for the Highlanders. Zion went up for the shot, had it stripped out of his hands, and then it touched his fingertips last before it went out of bounds. And now the Highlanders in a full court press. 9:40 to play in the first half. Hawks with it. They'll drive, trying to get it down low, and they will. Shot rolls off the rim by Robert Paul. Here's Davis with it. Left-handed floater. He'll get it to fall, and Kyrie Davis has 13. Offensive rebounding has been the difference so far in this one. And we'll have a whistle for another shot clock violation. Not a violation, it just never started. Well, South Georgia State has absolutely been racking up the offensive boards here in the first half. 23-15, they're up by 8. 9:20 to play. And this is the bad thing about not being able to get the shot clock to work. You lose your momentum and you nearly throw it away on the inbound pass because of something totally out of your control as Boyd's shot is swatted away in the paint. Hawks with another block in the paint. And again, another shot clock issue. So now the Hawks will have to inbound it. 23-15. Hawks on top by 8 with 9:04 to play in the half. Kyrie Davis with the ball. He's got 13 in the game. And now the Hawks will try to set up the offense. Inside 9 minutes. They'll swing it around, get it to Paul on the low block. He's guarded one-on-one by Cameron Brown. Left-handed jump hook is no good, out of bounds. Last touched by, it looks like the Hawks. Highlanders will get the ball, and Xavier Boyd will check back into the ball game. Zay is going to come in and replace Cameron Brown. Highlanders led 5-2, but then all of a sudden, boom, a 9-0 run by the Hawks. 3 consecutive three-pointers by Kyrie Davis, and South Georgia State has been on top ever since. Oglesby's into the ball game too for Gordon State. Here's Jackson Henry trying to get it down low. Shot off the mark by Boyd. Rebound Hawks. Davis one-on-one, a little stutter step in the paint, drops it in. Kyrie Davis with his 15th point of the ball game. 10-point lead. Brown in a double team now, trying to find something to work. Three-pointer, top of the key. That works. Second three ball of the game for Zion Brown. It's 25-18. Zion Brown, 2 3-pointers in the ballgame. 25-18, and now the Hawks throw it away on the baseline. They were trying to get it down to Davis over his head. Zion's there for the steal. And let's see if the Highlanders can take advantage of the turnover. 7.5 to play. First half. Oglesby will swing it over here to Zion. Back to Derek. Top of the key. Pull-up jumper. Good. Just beyond the free throw line. Derek Brown has his 4th point of the ball game. Highlanders have cut the lead in half. 25-20. 7:15 to play. And now the full court press being put on by Gordon State. And the Hawks just barely get it across the line as Paul will take a pull-up jumper just inside the 3-point line, and Robert Paul has his 3rd point of the ball game. Inside 7 minutes. Here's Brown. He'll drive. A finger roll off the glass. No good, but he'll draw the foul. And Derek will go to the line and shoot 2 free throws. Foul is going to go on number 4. That is Jamon Mangusho, a 6'2 sophomore, and that will be his 2nd foul. And it's going to send the Highlanders to the free throw line. They are 5 for 5 from the stripe so far. First time Brown is there to shoot a free throw today. Derek will set, takes the shot, and the broadcaster jinx. My fault, Derek. That's on me. That's on me, Mr. Brown. I knew better. Christian Bacon checks back into the ball game. 27-20. Well, at least now I don't have to worry about jinxing them from the free throw line anymore. Now we can just go like 29 out of 30 for the rest of the game. How about that? Brown is ready. Second free throw is up and good. There we go. So he gets 1 out of 2. 27-21. Again, Highlanders in that full court press. Hawks just do get it across midcourt. Joel Sloan, number 12, is checked back into the ball game. He's got the ball in his hand. Was trying to work down on the baseline. Couldn't find anything there. Now we'll bring it back to the top of the court. As Moore loses the dribble. Jackson Henry picks up the loose ball. Henry on Sloan. Pull-up jumper is no good, but Jackson will draw the foul. And that's going to be the first foul of the ball game on Sloan, the 6'3 freshman. And it will send Jackson Henry to the free throw line for 2 shots. He's got 5 in the ball game so far. 3-pointer early on, make it 6. Jackson Henry hits his first free throw. 6:19 to play, first half, 27-22. As this one rattles out, Oglesby comes flying in. Good to get the offensive board. Here's Davis with it. Nearly has it stripped away from behind. Throws it back in bounds between his legs and right to Horde. Look what I found. Flying out of bounds, throws it back in with his back turned in between his legs, and now we'll have a whistle as the Highlanders kick it around in the paint. Twice today, South Georgia State has led by 10. Highlanders, for the second time today, have cut that deficit in half. It's 27-22. 6 minutes left on the clock in the first half. Inbound to Sloan. He'll swing it over to Moore, who goes down low. Little jump hook. Short. Derek Brown with a rebound. Amron Horde, too short. On the jumper in the paint. 5:45 to play, first half. Zion, another 3. Gets it to fall. Yes, sir. Zion Brown has 3 3-pointers. It's a 2-point ball game. 2-point game, but we got to get back on defense. We did not, and there's the give and go. Good assist from Jordan Moore as he finds Amron Horde down low for the easy basket. 5:10 to play, first half. Good pick from Boyd. Henry, pull-up jumper in the paint. It's short. Rebounded on the front of the rim by Kyrie Davis. He's got 15 in the ball game himself. He'll try to go coast to coast. Hangs in the paint, make it 17 for Kyrie Davis. And the lead is back up to 6, 31-25. Inside 5 minutes. First half. Jackson Henry thought about the three. Sloan come flying in. Derek thought about a three, then got cut off trying to go baseline. Pull-up jumper by Derek. It's short. Nobody there for the rebound. 5 white jerseys beyond the arc. Nobody back to get the rebound. Brown will come away with a steal as Davis was trying to go all the way with it, and now Zion has it knocked away. Right into the hands of Sloan, and Sloan knocks it out of bounds. It's going to be Highlander basketball. 4:17 to play. First half. It's 31-25. Gordon State on top. Or trailing, I should say. South Georgia State on top. 31-25. Timeout from Highlander Arena.
Dodge Power Dollars are back at Countryside Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Jackson and Madison, and we're ready to put some muscle in your garage by offering savings up to $10,000 on our remaining 2023 Dodge Chargers and Dodge Challengers. Scat Packs, Hellcats, Gel Brakes, RTs, and last calls. We've got them, but you've got to hurry because once these 2023s are gone, they're gone forever. The 2023 Chargers and Challengers are the last Hemi-powered V8s that Dodge will produce. So come grab your piece of American muscle car history before it's too late. Shop online, chat with our friendly staff, and apply for easy financing at countrysideautomotive.com. And this month, let's find your new ride at Countryside. I-75 exit 205 in Jackson and I-20 exit 114 in Madison.
4:17 to play. First half, 31-25. South Georgia State on top. Highlanders will inbound right here in front of us at the Advanced Roofing and Interiors broadcast booth. Zion Brown, 3 3-pointers in the half. He has helped keep the Highlanders in this thing. We got the lead all the way down to as little as 2. Bacon's in the ball game. Boyd's in there. Derek Brown and Oglesby, the 5 on the court here for Gordon State. 4:15 to play, first half. Oglesby with it in the corner, gets cut off. Highlander's going to swing it around. Here's Zay Boyd with it. Zay will drive, jumps into a double team in the paint. Brown puts it on the ground and lost the ball. I've never understood a million times. 20 years of doing this. I've never understood why a basketball player dribbles in the paint. It's a turnover waiting to happen every time, and Highlanders cough it up with 3:50 to play in the half. Here's Sloan with it. He's in a double team for the Hawks. 31-25, South Georgia State on top late in the first half. Watch that guy right there, Davis. He's got 15. Hawks trying to go down low. They're in a double team, and they throw it away. Here's Christian pushing up court. Christian scored the first 5 points in the game. 3-pointer in and out. Nobody to rebound once again. I mean, an empty paint. No single jersey for the Highlanders down here. 3:05 to play, first half. Here's Davis. Should have been called with a carry. Not once, twice. Hits the side of the backboard, gets his own rebound. Trying to do way too much and going to get bailed out with a foul. Kyrie Davis going to go to the free throw line and shoot 2. He gets bailed out by the Highlanders. South Georgia State today just 1 out of 3 from the free throw line. Davis has 15 in the ball game, misses his first free throw. 2:56 to play before halftime. Coming up at halftime today, we'll have another one-on-one feature presented by Countryside Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. But this time, it will not be a player from the Highlanders. Second free throw from Davis is up and good. So Davis hits one. He's got 16 in the ball game. Lead is back to 7. Nope, this time at halftime, we're going to sit down with the head coach, Dwayne Jackson. Probably should have done this interview we're going to do today before the first game of the year instead of the last game. But you know what? It's all good. We will still Coach Jackson at halftime and have him join us here at the table as Boyd drives. Misses on the shot. No foul called against the Hawks as Paul has it. His shot is up and it'll rattle in. Paul's got 5 in the ballgame. The lead is back to 9. It's a 7-0 run for South Georgia State. Oglesby stuck at midcourt, gets it away. Here's Zion. He'll drive in the paint and fouled. And the foul is going to go on the Hawks. Number 24, that is Jai Pathmaraja. His first foul of the ball game, and that's going to send Zion to the free throw line. 2:24 to play, first half. Hawks on top by 9. First free throw from Zion is good. He's got 10 in the ball game. Zion Brown leading the way for Gordon State with 10 points. Highlanders 8 out of 10 from the line. As Brown gets ready for his second, it's up and in, so he nails both of them. Zion Brown with 11 is 34-27. It's still a very manageable game. If we could just find a way to get some rebounds, we get right into this thing. Brown comes away with a steal. Zion just about has it stripped away. Here's Derek with it. He had Zay Boyd wide open behind him but never found him. Derek trying to go all the way. And a foul in the paint. Going to have a block called on South Georgia. It's going to be Robert Paul, number 34, who's going to get called with the blocking foul. Derek Brown was trying to back his way on the baseline into the paint. And now Derek will go to the free throw line and shoot 2 more. He's got 5 in the game. He's 1 out of 2 from the free throw line so far. Pretty good crowd here with us today at Gordon State. Folks still filing in for the last home game of the year. Derek's ready. Hits his first free throw. 6 points in the ball game for Derek. 34-28. 2:03 left on the clock, first half. Brown's ready for his second. And it rattles in. Finally, for like the first time all year, we get a friendly roll on this side of the gym. 34-29. It's a 5-point game inside 2 minutes to play in the half. Here's Paul with it. Trying to go all the way. Leans in. Cameron Brown swats it away. And now the ball's loose on the floor. Jump ball going to be called. Cameron Brown using all 6 feet, 10 inches of that frame. Swats the shot away from Robert Paul. Jump ball called in the paint. It'll be Hawks basketball. 1:46 to play before halftime. Hawks inbound. They'll get it to the top of the key. They'll swing it around. 1:39 to play in the half. Here's a jumper, short, no good. Air ball by Jordan Moore. Derek Brown comes away with a rebound. 1:25 to play. Here's Bacon. Christian, pull-up jumper, gets it to fall. Christian Bacon cuts it to a 3-point game. 1:10 to play in the half. Fans chanting defense here at Highlander Arena. 1:05 on the clock. Reverse lay-in off the glass. Kyrie Davis, how in the world did he get that one to fall? He's got 18 in the ballgame. Bacon, 3-pointer. Gets it to fall. Christian Bacon is on fire. It's a 2-point game with 40 seconds remaining before halftime. Christian Bacon has 10 points, 30 seconds to play. Kyrie Davis trying to drive all the way, and another swat by Cameron Brown. Here comes Christian trying to tie the game. Fouled on his way, and he gets it to fall. Goodness gracious, Christian Bacon throws up a prayer. Somehow it falls, and he'll go to the free throw line to shoot one with a chance to give Gordon State the lead. 12 points for Christian. First question is, how did he even get the shot off? Second, how in the world did that thing fall? Bacon's at the line. Free throws up. Highlanders back on top by 1. 15 seconds to play in the half. 37-36. And we're going to have a foul called. And we'll have a 1-and-1 situation here. Xavier Boyd is going to get hit with a foul. And now it's going to send South Georgia State to the line for a 1-and-1. Number 4, Jamon Mangucho. A chance to tie it. Free throw, no good. 10 on the clock. Highlanders can hold for the final shot. Here's Bacon. Why not? Pull-up jumper. Give it to Christian. Shot short, no good. Rebounded by the Hawks, and the horn will sound. And that's how the first half will come to an end. Not once, but twice, Gordon State overcomes a 10-point deficit. Christian Bacon on fire before halftime. And we'll go to the break with the Highlanders on top, 37-36. Quick timeout, and then we're back to go one-on-one with Coach Dwayne Jackson right after this with K13 Media.
Hey fans, how would you like to save at your next stop at the pump? Well, thanks to the May & Carter Oil Company, you can. All you have to do is download the new BP Me app today. It's free and it's available for Apple and Android devices. With the new BP Me app, you can save 5 cents per gallon at any BP location across the U.S. Download the new BP Me app today and let the May & Carter Oil Company show you how you can save 5 cents per gallon on your next fill-up.
It's halftime here at Gordon State College in Barnesville, and once again, we welcome back Coach Dwayne Jackson, the head coach for the Gordon State College Highlanders here in the Advanced Roofing and Interiors broadcast booth. We had a chance to chat with him pregame, and now we get a chance to chat with him here at halftime, and like we've done all year when we get to halftime, it's been our opportunity to go one-on-one with the players, get to know about these Highlanders off the floor, away from school. Well, again, we've run through every player in the lineup with one game left, so it's time to go through Coach Jackson. Don't be cheating over here looking at my questions either, Coach. Let me turn a little bit, you big cheater. Good to have you here at the table at halftime, and are you ready to do this?
Let's do it.
You've seen how the players have done, right?
They've done a good job. I watch them every time, and I tell them, I said, part of recruiting and part of selling yourself is all about how you articulate your words. So we've done this, and I came up with the idea of interviewing these players so that they can get some practice with you.
Well, they've done very well. I've even learned a couple of nicknames from the guys I didn't know they had. I think Daniel Lamont, the nickname of Boats, is probably one of the best on the team. Some of the other guys out here, where is he at out here? One of them wanted to be an R&B singer. Who was it on here? I think that was Darius Zachary.
That sounds about right.
I think he sings R&B on the side.
Yeah, that sounds about right. That sounds just like Darius.
We've gotten to learn about a lot of foods they love, their vacation spots, and again, now it's time to learn about the head coach. So it's time to go one-on-one for for the final time this season. We probably should have done this at the front part of the season. We should have started with you.
We had
at the beginning of the year.
We had one on the first home game, but it wasn't so much of a one-on-one. I think it was more about how we getting started, and recruiting and things like that. But this is good.
We should have done it. Next year, we'll make a note to do this game 1, not game 30 on the year. So here we go, one-on-one with Coach Dwayne Jackson. Let's see what comes to his head. We'll start at the top of the list here, Coach. When is your birthday?
So I was born July 21st, 1979. The interesting thing about me is I do have a twin sister.
Really?
So a lot of people don't know that. Her name is Elaine.
Okay.
So Elaine and Dwayne, we were both born on July 21st, 1979, and she's 15 minutes older than I am.
Elaine and Dwayne.
Elaine and Dwayne, and boy, listen, I'm gonna tell you something. That was quite an experience growing up too.
Well,
especially being a girl.
I hope she's a lot prettier than you are.
She is. That's why I let her go first.
All right, where's your hometown? When you were born, where were you born at, Coach?
So I was born in a small town, Dublin, Georgia.
Yeah, okay.
I was raised in Wrightsville. Obviously, you know, that's like part of a really good story for me because, you know, in Wrightsville, you raised on a dirt road. You know, you didn't have the nearest gas station was probably 5 miles.
That sounds about right.
So you had to do a lot of stuff before you started heading home.
You weren't one of these guys we hear about who had to walk uphill barefooted to school in the snow and all that, were you? You ain't gonna drop that on me,
never walked to school, but the school bus struggled getting on that road. So a lot of times we was like, oh, do we need to get out and walk? But we never had to walk to school. Thank God for that. But the school bus did struggle on the dirt road that we lived on, and it's still a dirt road today. My parents still live there right now. My grandmother still lives there right now.
Ain't nothing like going home.
Nothing like going home. If you can't go home, you can't go nowhere.
You're absolutely right. So the one thing I've always asked the players this year, and again, I've had a couple of really good responses with this next question, but do you have a nickname?
The players try to give me one.
Is it a safe nickname we can say on air?
It is. They know I don't do any foul language, but they started out with Coach Jack. You know, obviously that started when I was in Penn State, Fayette last season, bringing Xavier down with me, and a lot of the guys up there, they were like, "Hey, Coach Jack, how you doing?" When I do talk to a lot of kids now that I've coached over the years, they all say Coach Jack. So I guess that would be a nickname on the court, if you will.
So tell me about your playing days. Back when you were playing basketball, high school, college, and all that. Where'd you play? What position? And what kind of player were you?
So at Johnson County, I played point guard, and obviously that's what I tell Christian all the time. That's why you see me talking to him a lot, because that's a position to where I can relate to him with. And he's a little shorter than I am, than I was when I was in high school. But when I got to the college side of it, starting to get a little bigger. But I'm teaching him how to do it. So for me, the same things that I did, the way I see the floor, the passes I made, those are the same passes you see Christian make. The way you see Christian get to the open spots, those are the same plays that I work with him on. And I try to bring that to him because that's the easiest way to play as a point guard.
One thing about Christian, though, he's got a lot cooler last name than you got.
He does.
The man's name is Bacon.
Yeah, he is, man. He sizzle all game long, don't he?
He does. I've gotten caught saying that several times this year. So.
Yeah.
All right, you got a favorite or lucky number, or what number did you wear growing up?
So growing up, 22 was always a family number for us.
Okay.
Obviously, I couldn't get 22. I don't know if we had one or not, but I wore number 20. So today, Braylon is the only one that's playing sports now. He's wearing 10. In high school, he wore 22, but for us, 22 is the number. That's been one of the key numbers right there. I never wore it, but 20 was my number.
All right. Let's see here. When you're not coaching and you're not at this gym, which has been very rare in the last 6 months, I think you've been here almost 7 days a week.
Yeah.
Do you get a favorite vacation spot? Do you get a chance to go out of town, you and your wife? Y'all got a go-to spot?
Listen, we really like going down to Florida. Siesta Key is a spot that we like. Obviously, we like the beach. So if it's a beach, we like a beach. But Siesta Key is one of the places that we do call vacation. For us, though, as we get older, we do want to do more vacationing, explore more different places, learn about different cultures, learn about different areas of the world. And we want to take advantage of that, while we still yet young a little bit, if you will. So Siesta Key would be the spot that I think we call vacation home.
Atlantic side or Gulf side of Florida? Siesta Key. I've never been there.
Siesta Key is on the actual Gulf side.
Okay.
It's near Tampa, Sarasota, all of that. So,
Gotcha. Okay.
man, it's great. And when I'm not here on the floor coaching, recruiting, I'm on a beach playing golf. That's what you'll find me doing.
Very nice.
Killing weeds in my yard.
Nice.
With my sprayer.
Favorite movie, Coach?
Favorite movie. Oh man, I guess it would be favorite movie. I ain't too big in movies.
Really?
Nah, not really. My favorite movie probably would be man, the one with Will Smith where he was trying to, provide and he was raising his kid. The Pursuit of Happiness. That's my movie. The Pursuit of Happiness. That's it. That's the one that I think relates to me more than anything.
I've never seen that one.
Pursuit of Happiness. That's it.
All right, gives me something to Netflix this weekend.
There you go.
The ball game here tonight.
I think you'll enjoy it.
All right, this is a funny question for all the players, but if you, Coach Jackson, could turn into any animal, what would you turn into, Coach?
Let's see. If I could be an animal, definitely won't be our dog, Kodak. But if I could be an animal, I think I would rather be a lion.
Okay. Most of the guys have said either cheetahs or fast cats. Something about your basketball team and fast cats.
Yeah, I want to be able to run from people when I'm scared.
And top of the food
I want to be. Yeah.
Works pretty good too there. So, all right. Favorite professional athlete when you were growing up as a kid or a teenager? Who was your athlete? I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be basketball. Who was that guy? Man, that is my favorite person to watch play a sport.
I'm gonna be honest with you. When I was small, you had this breakaway rim. Everybody wanted to get a breakaway basketball goal. And when you're raised on a dirt road, you don't have any cement anywhere. So you had what you call a dirt court. Mm-hmm. And, you begged your parents for 2 straight years, can you get me a basketball goal? Can you get me an adjustable basketball goal? So you finally get it. And then all of a sudden you turn on the TV on Friday nights, WGN, you see the Chicago Bulls playing.
There you go.
And it was something about number 23, and it was something about the fact that he was different than anybody else on the floor. And immediately I fell in love with Michael Jordan. And it was one time my mom was like, you need to stop going outside so much in the hot. I said, I want to look just like Michael Jordan. I want to get
like Mike.
I want to get just as dark as he is. Because I thought if I could look like him, I'll play like him.
I'm just happy to know I got another Michael Jordan fan here with me. I'm tired about hearing LeBron. You're from the young guys.
So my guy will be Michael Jordan. Now, I'm going to tell you, again, I'm just saying when I was a kid, he was the greatest.
He'll always be the greatest.
He was the greatest on that basketball floor. I don't know what type of person he is, but when we talking ball, it don't get no better than Michael Jordan.
I'm saying greatest athlete, period, not just basketball.
Yeah, I think it's
period.
him.
And I'm a baseball guy.
Yeah.
Love baseball more than anything in the world, but even I'll say Michael Jordan. There will never, ever be another athlete as dominant as he was.
Listen, man, you had people like my mama, for example. She would get off work on Friday, and she would say stuff like, hey, you need to hurry up because them Chicago Bulls about to come on.
Yep.
Like they had a starting lineup introductory song that everybody in the world was singing.
Alan Parsons Project.
Yes.
Yep.
So it not only was he a good athlete, but he brought families together. We had people in the nursing home talking about, and this is how they say his name, Michael Jordan.
Yep.
So when you're talking about what he do for people and what he done for this entire globe, yeah, that would have to be my favorite athlete.
A few more questions here with Coach Dwayne Jackson, head coach for the Highlanders. We're at halftime here tonight. And let's see here, Coach. We'll run through these real quick. I know you got to get back to your team. Favorite food?
Oh, my favorite food is obviously, I'm chicken Alfredo guy.
Nice. Very nice.
Yeah, I like chicken Alfredo a lot.
All right. If you could visit any place on earth, where would you go?
St. Andrews, where golf started.
Okay. You just want to go play, don't you?
I want to go where it started. I want to go and play the first hole that was ever played.
What's your favorite holiday, Coach?
My favorite holiday, believe it or not, you're gonna laugh when you hear this one. My favorite holiday is actually my favorite holiday is actually the 4th of July. That's my most favorite holiday.
Okay, well, that's close to your birthday.
It's close to my birthday.
I'm a Halloween guy.
You love your Halloween?
I love fall. I just love, changing of the weather, just the changing of the seasons. 4th of July is a new one, though.
4th of July is a good one for me. That's one of the best ones.
All right, if you could go back in time, when and where are you going?
If I could go back in time.
And I mean any time, not just during your lifetime. I mean, if you want to go ride a dinosaur, if you want to go back that far, where are you going?
Let's see. I think I would go as far as back as when people didn't have cars, when they didn't have the hustle and bustle of cell phones, when pay phones was actually working. And I think people had better health because they didn't have to speed up their lives.
Yep.
So I think if I had to go back, it would be back to a healthy state for sure.
We'll just call it
mentally and physically.
A simpler time.
A simpler time, that's right.
I think is a good time to put on that. Before I let you go, I wanted to give you a chance real quick to give a shout out, talk to somebody I know who means a lot to you, just like me. We are both very lucky to be married to great women named Ashley, and they put up with our crap, but they also know that we do what we do for a living, and it takes a lot from the home life, but I know I'm lucky to have my Ashley, and Coach, you've spoke very highly about yours all year.
Absolutely.
So just a moment to brag on your wife a little bit before I let you go. Try to get some brownie points, man. You know, so maybe a free Alfredo or something out of it.
Well, you know, when you in this profession, when you're in the profession of coaching, and you know you devote so much time to it, there's a lot of time that is not spent at home, and when you have support from home, like I said before, I couldn't do this job. I couldn't be the head coach here at Gordon State. I couldn't do this every day if it wasn't for Ashley, my wife. She makes all of this possible with the help of the Lord to give her the strength to do what she's doing. But she makes it possible for me to be able to coach this team. And one of the things that we have to do is, once we get into these professions like this, you have to invest yourself. And she's invested. Over the Christmas break, her and McKinney got together and made some bags for the team. And they went to Hobby Lobby and got this for the team and got that. But it's the little touches that a coach can't do.
Yep.
And you need the significant other to come in and show and be a mother figure to young men. So, again, I can't do this without her. And all throughout my career, you know, she's been very instrumental. When I was at Penn State, I'm 12 hours away from home. And I said, you know, we need to move up there. She said, no, you go ahead and make a name for yourself. So Braylon McKinney and Ashley stayed here, and I was in Pennsylvania. That's the kind of wife I have, and I'm so thankful for her, and I'm so thankful for the fact that, you know, God is in our marriage first and foremost. And I couldn't do this without having the understanding of where my help comes from the most, and that's with real support, and that's real understanding that a lot of things that she may want to do, a lot of places that I know she want to go, but we have to say, you know, I got this game.
Yep.
And it may not go down well, but at the same time, I know the support is there, so that's why I'm able to do this. That's the one shot out that I could give.
Yeah. Do like Coach did, like I did. Find you an Ashley, because there are some good ones. Coach, appreciate you joining me here at the table. I know we went a little long. Got to get back to your team because we're almost ready to start the second half. But you did well, man. I don't think the players are going to make too much of a joke out of you.
Well, when we have film study on tomorrow, I'm going to play this right
there
here.
You go.
I'm like, this is how we're going to start film study right here, guys.
There you go. Coach Dwayne Jackson joining us here at the Advanced Roofing and Interiors broadcast booth, our one-on-one segment presented by Countryside Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Jackson. We'll let Coach run a very quick timeout, and then we are right back to start the second half, right back here at Gordon State College. Stand by, everyone.
Dedication, compassion, and integrity. We've got the experience and expertise. When you need some help and you feel like there's nowhere to go, you can count on us for everything you need to know. The Sellers Law Firm, where clients become family.
Welcome back to Gordon State College for today's contest between the Highlanders and the Hawks from South Georgia State. Man, oh man, what a first half we had. 37-36. Highlanders on top by 1 as we get ready to start the second half. Gordon State, again, not once but twice, he raised a 10-point deficit in the first half. And a big run at the end of the half. And Highlanders on top by 1, 37-36. Glad to have you here with us. Saturday afternoon in Barnesville. It's our final home game of the season. And boy, it's been a good one. Christian Bacon, he's been the man with the hot hand so far. 13 in the game. Derek Brown, first shot of the second half is no good. Jamar Moore will come in, and he'll break up that loose ball that's going to be out of bounds. Last touch by Kyrie Davis. He leads all scorers. He's got 20 in the game for South Georgia State. He has been a one-man wrecking crew here today for the Hogs. At one point in time today, he hit 3 consecutive three-pointers. At his own personal 9-0 run as Darius Zachary lost the inbound pass off his knee. Turnover by the Highlanders. Hogs will bring it up court. All right, somebody got to keep an eye on this guy the rest of the ball game. Hawks are going down low. Turnaround, air ball. Jamar Moore gets the loose ball. Lay Davis, number 23. Couldn't find the rim. Just underway, second half. 1-point ball game. Final game of the regular season for both teams. Tournament play starts Tuesday. Bacon kicks it around to Moore. He'll go baseline, finds Cameron Brown in the paint. Brown, tough shot, too strong off the backboard. Here come the Hawks. It's Davis. Has it stripped away from behind. Hits his knee out of bounds, and it'll be Gordon State basketball. Last game for everybody today. East Georgia's taking on South Georgia Tech today. Georgia Highlands is taking on Andrew College, and Southern Crescent Tech is taking on Albany Tech. Moore downstairs. In the paint, gets it to fall, and one. Jamar Moore will go to the line. Try to complete the three-point play. Foul is on Kyrie Davis, number 1. First basket of the ball game for Jamar Moore. Who would have ever thought we'd say that entering the second half? He'll go shoot the free throw. Highlanders were 12 out of 14 at the stripe in the first half. Jamar's ready. Free throw is in and out. So the Highlanders on top by 3, matches their biggest lead of the ball game when we led 5-2 earlier. 39-36. Here are the Hogs trying to drive baseline, and looks like we're going to have a foul on Gordon State. Basket's going to count, and looks like Zachary's going to get hit with the push. It'll be the first foul on Darius Zachary. The shot is good by Devon Rainey, number 13. And now a chance to tie the game. Free throw rattles in, and we're tied at 39. Rainey hits the free throw. South Georgia was only 2 out of 6 from the free throw line in the first half. They didn't shoot a lot of them. Tied at 39. 18-28 to play. And let's call it regulation, because the way this one's going, I don't want to say the ball game because there's a chance we could play a little later today. Three-pointer by Zachary, no good. Zion with the offensive board, swatted away down low. Cameron puts it up and in. Cameron Brown has his first basket of the ball game. Highlanders back on top by 2. 41-39. Davis kicks it over in the corner. Three-pointer, top of the key is no good. Rebounded by Jamar Moore. Horde with the shot. He was short off the front of the rim. Three-pointer off the side of the rim. And again, nobody in a white jersey there for the rebound. That's the 4th or 5th time today we've taken a three-point shot, and every white jersey for Gordon State has been beyond the three-point line. Davis dumps it down low. Broken up, knocked away, stolen by Zachary. 17-20 to play. Second half. Brown, wide open three, gets it to fall. 4th three-pointer of the ball game for Zion Brown. He's got 14 in the game. Highlanders' biggest lead of the day. They're up by 5. 17 minutes left on the clock, second half. Jordan Moore with it, gets it down low. Stolen by Gordon State. Here's Bacon. Swinging it around. Darius Zachary, three-pointer, no good. Christian Bacon, smallest man on the court, comes in and gets the rebound. Jamar Moore banks it off the glass. Foul called, and Moore is going to go shoot 2 free throws. Foul's going to go on Robert Paul, number 34. And Jamar Moore will go to the free throw line and shoot 2. Christian Bacon, only standing at 5'10", able to get down there and get that rebound. Moore will shoot 2 free throws. That's 2 points in the ball game so far. First one is up and good. So Jamar Moore now with 3. As Derek Brown will check back in. He's going to replace, let's see. Somebody's got to come out. We got 6 on the court. Darius Zachary's going to come out. He didn't want to at first. I don't blame him. I would have tried 6 on 5 too until I got caught. Jamar is ready with his second free throw. It's up and good. He knocks them both in. Highlanders on top, 46-39. 7-point Gordon State lead, their biggest of the game. If we could just stop that guy right there, I like our chances. Three-pointer, no good. Off the fingertips of Zion Brown. Right back into the hands of Kyrie Davis. He will drive, leans into Jamar Moore, who gets called for the foul. Moore is going to get hit with his third. I mean, what else is Jamar Moore supposed to do? Feet are planted, arms up in the air, and gets called for the blocking foul. Free throws up and good. I don't blame Jamar one bit for being ticked off with that one. I don't blame Coach Jackson for being upset. I mean, that's what you teach your guys on defense. Plant your feet, stay your butt on the ground, and keep your arms up. And you still get called with a bogus foul. 46-42, it's a 4-point game. Kyrie Davis hits the free throw. Three-pointer in the corner. That'll work. That's how you counter. Zion Brown with his 5th 3 of the game. Let it fly, Highlanders, let it fly. 49-42. Davis thought about the 3. Here's the give and go. Throws it down low. Good assist. Kyrie Davis finding Lay Davis in the paint. Lay has 4, and there's going to be a foul here on the Hawks. Jordan Moore, number 2, was trying to go in for the steal, and he's going to get hit with his first foul of the ball game. 15 minutes, 38 seconds left in the second half. We got our first media timeout of the half coming up in just a few. As soon as we get under 15. 5-point lead for the Highlanders. Christian Bacon with it, and he'll draw a foul. Gonna have a push. Number 4, Jamon Mangusho. That'll be his 3rd. Highlanders will inbound baseline. And we're gonna have a whistle. And Coach Baldwin from South Georgia State having some words with the official. And he will be given a warning. Here's the inbound. Zion has it, trying to get it down low to Derek, but he can't find him. Got to give it to Zay Boyd, who has checked into the game. Here's Zay with a crossover in the paint. Shot blocked, trying to do too much with it in a double team. And Davis sends it right back to his face. 15:05 to play in the half. Davis had 20 at halftime. He's got 23 so far in the ballgame. Do not give this guy an inch of air, but you've also got to watch out for that. Another no-look pass from Kyrie Davis to Lay Davis. 49-46. Christian kicks it in the corner. Hawks playing man-to-man defense here. Zion going to drive, gets it down low to Cam. Cam in a double team. Little jump hook. Too strong, can't get it to fall. Derek Brown with a finger roll, and Derek gets it up and in. Right place, right time as Derek Brown able to control the loose ball off the rim. Lead is back to 5. Jamar Moore is off the bench, sitting at the scores table, waiting to come in. Here's Davis with it, trying to get the screen. Bacon will come from behind, gets the steal. Christian with the steal, now he'll drive. Three-pointer in the corner, too strong by Boyd. And now the Hawks have numbers. Davis all the way, coast to coast, lays it up and in. He's got 25. Three-point ball game, 51-48. Here's Christian with it. He's got 13 in the game. He'll drive, kicks it out to Derek from the free throw line. Back over to Christian in the corner. Wide open three, too strong. A good look there from Bacon, but too strong on the three-pointer. And the Hawks with a chance to tie it with a three. 13 minutes, 10 seconds left in the half. Davis trying to go baseline, gets cut off. They'll go back inside. Here's Lay Davis. He'll turn around, finger roll up and in. All of a sudden, number 23, Lay Davis, is getting comfortable in the paint. It's down to a 1-point lead. Christian all the way. Layup off the rim, no good. Christian Bacon, a great move to the paint, too strong on the layup. And now the Hawks with a chance to retake the lead. 51-50, pull-up jumper, good. Too easy for Kyrie Davis. He's got 27, and the Hawks have retaken the lead, 52-51. Three-pointer from Zion, too strong. Ball's knocked loose in the paint. Hawks come away with it. Lay Davis wide open underneath the basket. He's got his 8th point of the half. And we're going to have a timeout taken on the floor. 54-51. Timeout with 12:01 to play. And the Hawks have retaken the lead here in the second half.
Ram Truck Month is back at Countryside Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Jackson and Madison, and we're celebrating with the biggest discounts on new Ram trucks that you'll find all year long. We're talking about savings up to $16,000 off the MSRP sticker price. We have the area's largest inventory of new Ram trucks and will beat anybody's price. Have a trade? Bring it to us. At Countryside, we accept all trades, regardless of year, make, or model. It doesn't even matter how much you owe. We'll get you out of your old ride and into a new vehicle today. Shop online, chat with our friendly staff, and apply for easy financing at CountrysideAutomotive.com. And this month, let's find your new ride at Countryside. I-75 exit 205 in Jackson and I-20 exit 114 in Madison.
Well, we've got a thriller building here inside of Highlander Arena. 12:01 left to play. Highlanders led by as many as 7. But now South Georgia on top by 3, 54-51. And all of a sudden, Lay Davis, number 23 for South Georgia, has just been having his way downstairs. He's got 8 points in the half. Kyrie Davis has 27 in the ballgame, and it's been Kyrie to Lay on the give and go. Highlanders getting beat by just 2 players in a black jersey here in the second half. Bacon takes the inbound, swings it around to Moore. He's back in the ballgame. Jamar cut off baseline. As we're inside 12 minutes to play. Here's Zay with it. Boyd can't find anything. 10 on the shot clock. Bacon with a pull-up jumper. In and out. Hits the rim. Rattles off. 11:40 left on the clock. 54-51. Hawks with the ball. Trying to get downstairs again to Davis. And we're going to have a foul called on Derek Brown. Derek's going to get called with the push. And look, at this point, can't really blame him. You got a guy downstairs in Lay Davis taking control of the ball game. Got to put a little pressure on him. Timeout with 11:29 left to play. 54-51. Highlanders trailed by 3. Gives us a moment once again to invite each of you to come play some golf with us next Friday. It is the 2024 Golf for Good Tournament. Going to be taking place at the Raintree Golf Course in Thomaston, Georgia, next Friday, March 15th. Or I should say this Friday, March 15th. Man, that has snuck up on us. 7:30 a.m. for registration, 8:30 a.m. shotgun start. Tournament cost is $100 per player. That includes your cart, your green fees, and lunch. If you'd like to be a sponsor, still got a few more sponsorship opportunities for you, your business, or organization. All the details are online at gordonstate.edu. If you'd like to play, if you'd like to sponsor, 100% of the proceeds from the tournament go to scholarship athletes here at Gordon State College. Love for you to come out and join us for some great golf this coming Friday, March the 15th. 54-51. South Georgia State on top by 3. They've led by as many as 10 twice in the ballgame. Highlanders led at halftime 37-36. And Coach Baldwin still giving an earful to the official there who gave him a warning a little earlier. (54-51), 11:29 to play. Hawks inbound on the baseline. They're up by 3. They'll throw it into Horde. Brown just about came away with a steal. And there's the man with the hot hand, Kyrie Davis. 27 points in the ballgame. He's double teamed immediately. Jumper is no good. Jamar Moore with a rebound. Keep that ball out of Davis's hands. And we've got a chance here in the second half. Another corner 3 short by Xavier Boyd. And now a turnover by the Hawks as they try to push it up court. 10:55 to play. Here's Christian. Gives it down low to Derek. Layup off the glass and good. Derek Brown has 11. Back to a 2-point game. 1-point game. 54-53. Last game of the regular season for both teams. Conference tournament starts Tuesday. Highlanders trying to nail down the 7 seed. South Georgia State still with a chance to grab the 2. Long 3-pointer, no good. Loose ball foul going to be called on Amron Horde, number 11. So Horde will get hit with the foul call. One of the very few shots Kyrie Davis has missed today for South Georgia State. He had 20 at halftime. And when he's not scoring, man, he's got some great handles too. He has given several assists here in the second half. Brown with it. Chance to give the Highlanders the lead. Tough shot in the paint. Derek hits the deck. Shot falls. Highlanders back on top by 1. 10 minutes to play. 55-54. I got a feeling we may see this the final 10 minutes. Back and forth, back and forth. Highlander fans and players on the bench chanting defense. 10 on the shot clock for the Hawks. They'll swing it around. Now 5 on the clock. Corner 3, head fake. Shot is up, shot is no good. Is there a foul? Or is there a shot clock violation? Oh my goodness. Foul called on the Highlanders. As the horn was fixing to sound, the Hawks throw up a prayer that had no chance in finding the rim. And they get bailed out with a foul. Takes us to our media timeout. Inside, 10 minutes to play, 55-54. Let's see if we can welcome you back inside the Advanced Roofing and Interiors broadcast booth for a moment. We can. Hello, everyone. I'm Chad Feldman with K13 Media. Glad to have you here with us today. Our final home game of the regular season, and this was going to go down to the very end. Again, Gordon State, if they can win this ball game today, they will clinch the number 7 seed, which means they'll go on the road Tuesday to play the number 2 seed. Who is that 2 seed going to be? Well, that's a good question. There's 5 teams right now entering today's season finale who have a chance to claim the number 2 seed. One of those 5 teams, the team we're playing here today in South Georgia State. So we'll find out who it's going to be at about, I don't know, another hour or 2 from now and see where everybody's going to be playing on Tuesday. Foul called on the Highlanders as the shot clock had expired. Saves the Hawks, and it's going to send Jordan Moore to the free throw line to shoot 2. Hopefully the refs bowed these up and put a nice piece of wrapping paper on this gift they just gave the Hawks. Man, oh man. Hawks are 4 out of 8 from the free throw line. First free throw rattles in, it's good. So Moore gets his 3rd point of the ball game. Ties it at 55. Second free throw is up. Second free throw is good. And that will give the Hawks the lead once again. 56-55. Jordan Moore has 4 in the ball game. South Georgia State has hit its last 4 free throws. They lead by 1. 9:33 left on the clock in the second half. Full court press put on by the Hawks. Bacon breaks the double team. Here's Derrick with it at the top of the key. Pull-up jumper inside the three-point line. It's a long 2, but it falls. Derrick Brown has scored the Highlanders' last 6. Gordon State back on top, 57-56 as we approach the 9-minute mark. Oh, don't you just love this time of year? They don't call it March Madness for nothing. Three-pointer for the Hawks. Wide open look. Armin Horde, number 11, has his second 3 of the ball game. And that will give South Georgia State a 2-point lead. Here's Derrick with it. Lost it off his shoe, but able to pick it back up. 2-point lead for the Hawks. 10 on the shot clock for the Highlanders. Jamar Moore over to Christian Bacon with a head fake. He'll pull up with a jumper off the front of the rim. No good. Rebounded by the Hawks and Lay Davis. And now it's in the hands of Kyrie. Throws up a wild shot. Jamar Moore gets the rebound. First off, how's that not a travel? Goodness gracious. Here's Boyd with it over to Moore. Derrick with it. Backing his way in. Fadeaway jumper on the block. Gets it to fall in. Somebody has woken up Mr. Brown. He has scored the last 8 for the Highlanders. And once again, we're tied at 59. Derrick has 10 in the half. Making a strong case for the Georgia Signs and Print Player of the Game Award. Trying to pick up the free meal to Mama's Kitchen here in Barnesville. Three-pointer, no good. Lay Davis with the offensive board. They'll throw it back down low. Shot is up. Shot is good by Mancuso. His first basket of the game. Hawks back on top by 2. Offensive rebounding has absolutely killed Gordon State here today. It hasn't even been close. Bacon will drive. Derrick's got the hot hand. He scored the last 8 for Gordon State. Pull-up jumper, free throw line short. Nobody there to rebound for the Highlanders. 7 minutes left on the clock. 61-59. Davis kicks it into the corner. Mancuso with a wide open 3. Can't get it to fall. Rebounded by the Highlanders. Zion Brown saves it. Chance to tie the game with a 2. Take the lead with a 3. Here's Jamar Moore with it. He'll kick it out to Zion. Pull up three-pointer, front of the rim, no good. Zion has 5 3-pointers in the ballgame. A little short on that one. Would have gave the Highlanders the lead. Kyrie Davis with it, top of the key. 3-pointer from straight away, no good. Bacon with the rebound. Pushes it up court to Moore. Jamar fouled from behind. Or was the ball knocked out of bounds? I don't think there was a foul call. Jamar Moore gets swatted from behind. Thrown to the deck. And no foul called. Come on, guys. Moore gets hit from behind. No foul. Highlanders will inbound on the baseline. Meanwhile, here in the second half, Gordon State's been called for 3 fouls for looking at the Hawks the wrong way. 2-point lead for South Georgia State. 6:05 to play. Here's Oglesby with it. Zion will drive. Kicks it to the corner. 3-pointer, no good. Jamar Moore trying to get the offensive board. Now strips it away. And let's see now who's going to have possession of the ball. Looks like it's going to be South Georgia State. Jamar Moore came in, tried to follow up that missed shot, swatted it away. Hits the baseline, last touch by Gordon State. Now full court press for the Highlanders. Inside 6 minutes to play. Hawks get it across midcourt. Hawks will drive all the way to the paint. Derek Brown got a piece of it, blocks it. Gordon State with the ball. Again, a chance to tie the game. Here's Derek with it. He has 10 in the half. Boyd, pull up 3 straight away. No good. And nobody there to track down the loose ball. And it's out of bounds. (61-59). 5:19 left on the clock. That's kind of how it's been going for Gordon State today. Every time we take a 3-pointer, all 5 of our players are beyond the arc. There's nobody in the paint to rebound on any of our 3-point shots. Not just on that one, but the entire game. 5:10 to play. 2-point lead for the Hawks. They'll kick it in the corner for a 3. This one is good. Amron Horde has his second 3 of the half. Back to a 5-point game as we're now inside 5 minutes to play. Bacon will bring it up court. Finds Oglesby for a 3. He'll knock it in. Jackson Oglesby off the bench with his first basket of the ball game, and it's a big one. Now the Hawks in trouble. Nearly throw it away, but they find Davis. Kyrie, left-handed finger roll all the way to the rim. You can almost just guarantee yourself if number 1 touches the basketball, he's going to score. He's got 29 in the ball game. Lead is back up to 4. 66-62. Here's Moore with it, trying to set the offense. 10 on the shot clock. He'll drive into a double team, and this time Jamar is going to get bailed out with a foul. Took long enough. Foul's going to go on the Hawks. And that will take us inside our media timeout. Inside 5. 4:03 left on the clock. It's a 4-point game, 66-62. South Georgia State on top late in the second half.
Hey fans, how would you like to save at your next stop at the pump? Well, thanks to the May & Carter Oil Company, you can. All you have to do is download the new BP Me app today. It's free and it's available for Apple and Android devices. With the new BP Me app, you can save 5 cents per gallon at any BP location across the U.S. Download the new BP Me app today and let the May & Carter Oil Company show you how you can save 5 cents per gallon on your next fill-up.
Dedication, compassion, and integrity. We've got the experience and expertise. When you need some help and you feel like there's nowhere to go, you can count on us for everything you need to know. The Sellers Law Firm, where clients become family.
Welcome back to Gordon State College. It's K13 Media's live coverage of Highlander basketball, live today for our final home game of the regular season. Final game of the regular season. Gordon State and South Georgia State. 4:03 left on the clock here in the second half. Jamar Moore is going to go to the free throw line and shoot 2. He's got 4 points in the ball game. It's a 4-point lead. Jamar's ready. First free throw, good. Nothing but net. That's the 5th point of the game for Jamar. All 5 in the second half. 66-63. Moore's ready. Second free throw rattles in. He gets them both to fall. 66-64. 2-point game inside 4 minutes to play. Oh, Bacon almost came away with a steal. Hawks push it up court. There's Kyrie Davis with it. Watch out for him. He's got 29 in the ball game. 10 on the shot clock for the Hawks. One-on-one coverage. Three-pointer, right wing, good. Nothing but net for Jai Pathmaraja, his first basket of the ball game. 5-point game. 69-65. Here's Jamar with it. 1-on-4, dumps it down low to Brown, and Brown's going to get fouled on his way to the rim. Foul's going to go on number 24. That's going to be Jai Pathmaraja. And the Highlanders really got bailed out on that one there. Jamar Moore just about threw it away. There were 4 black jerseys in the paint. Somehow Derek found it and was able to draw the foul. First free throw is good from Derek. He has 11 points in the second half. 18 total in the ball game. 69-65. Derek's ready. Here comes his second free throw, and he gets it to fall. Again, a 3-point game. 69-66. We're getting late. Approaching the 3-minute mark here in the second half. Kyrie Davis with the ball. Inside 3 minutes to play. 10 on the shot clock. Hawks will drive. Here's Davis. 3-pointer off the mark. Another offensive rebound for the Hawks. That's got to be number 65 today for South Georgia State. Davis with it, baseline. Lost it from behind. Stolen by the Highlanders. Here's Bacon with it. Jamar Moore will drive all the way. Tough shot, draws the foul. Jamar Moore is going to go back to the free throw line. Foul is going to go. It looked like they held up a 1-3. And that is going to be on Devon Rainey, his third. Sends Jamar back to the strike. 69-66. Jamar's ready. First free throw is good. Highlanders have hit their last 7 straight free throws. 69-67. Jamar sets. Second free throw. Good. Make it 8 in a row. It's a 1-point game. 2:22 to play. And there's the double team on Davis. 2:10 to play. Here's Rainey with it, trying to set the offense. A lot of movement here for the Hawks. 10 on the shot clock. Rainey drives up. No good. Foul called on the Highlanders. Foul's going to be on Derek Brown, his second. And that's going to send Rainey to the free throw line. Hawks are 6 out of 10 from the stripe today. First free throw up and good. Rainey has his 4th point of the half, his 6th in the ballgame. It's back to a 2-point lead. 1:59 left on the clock here in the second half. Rainey's ready. Second free throw in there and good. So Rainey knocks them both in. Lead is back to 3. 71-68. That is Xavier Boyd who will inbound it on the baseline. Finds Derek Brown, and it's ripped away. Hawks steal the inbound pass, and then they throw it off of Derek Brown to save the possession. Highlanders caught sleeping. Brown just kind of casually coasted in to take that inbound. And that's going to give the Hawks the ball. 3-point lead inside 2 minutes to play. Gordon State in a zone here. Over to Davis. 10 on the shot clock. Davis stripped from behind. Zion Brown with a steal. Over to Oglesby. Here's Jamar with it. Christian at the top of the key. 90 seconds to play. Christian Bacon setting up the offense. Derek wants a 3. The shot is short. No rebound for the Highlanders. It's taken by the Hawks. Oglesby just about came away with the steal. Man, what a play by Jackson Oglesby. Diving headfirst toward the chairs in front of his own bench. Just about came away with the steal. It'll be Hawks basketball with 1:14 left on the clock. It's a 3-point lead, 71-68. Hawks inbound. 1:10 to play. And it's in the hands of Kyrie Davis. He's got 29 in the ballgame. Guarded by Christian Bacon. 1 minute on the clock. 5 on the shot clock. Hawks get it down low. Lay Davis puts it in and 1. Foul on Jamar Moore. And that'll send Lay Davis to the free throw line to shoot 1. Man, as soft as these fouls are being called today, at this point, the heck with playing soft. If you're going to get called for something, go and earn it. My goodness, that's about the 4th time today Jamar Moore has been called for a foul, just standing there with his arms up. At this point, go get something out of it. Make the other team know you fouled them. It's going to be called this soft, my goodness. 5-point game, 73-68. Lay Davis at the free throw line. He's got 10 in the half. Free throw is up and good, make it 11. Boy, has he come alive here in the second half of this ball game. 74-68. Hawks on top by 6. It's been back and forth since the very beginning. South Georgia State today has led by 10 points twice. That came in the first half. Highlanders fought all the way back and took a 37-36 lead at halftime. Both teams have swapped the lead here in the second half. And we're inside of a minute to play. It's 74-68. Coverage of today's broadcast from Gordon State College being presented in part by Buckner's Family Restaurant. Located at I-75, exit 201 and Highway 36 in Jackson. Be sure to stop by Buckner's this weekend for the best Southern-style cooking you'll find anywhere in America, including their award-winning fried chicken, the best fried chicken in all of America. Check them out online at bucknersfamilyrestaurant.com. Be sure to stop by this weekend and check them out. Clock starts. 45 seconds. Zion Brown with a three. No good. May have been partially blocked by the Hawks. Amron Horde was in on that defense, and he may have got a piece of that three-pointer. And now the fouls are going to start beginning. Coach Jackson going to make South Georgia State beat his team from the free throw line with 39.4 seconds left on the clock. 74-68. South Georgia State trying to win this game and keep their hopes alive of getting the number 2 seed in the conference tournament. If they lose this game, there's no chance at the 2 seed. Here's the 1-and-1. Free throw is short, no good. Rebound by the Highlanders. Three-pointer blocked. Moore with the rebound. Over to Bacon. His shot is up and no good. Man, what a play by Jamar Moore. The three-point shot was blocked. Instead of giving up on it, Jamar Moore came flying in, got the ball and found Christian down low. He'll draw the foul and go shoot 2 free throws. Christian has been quiet here in the second half, looking for his first points of the half. First free throw is no good. That'll stop the streak of 8 consecutive free throws made by the Highlanders. Christian had 13 in the first half. 30 seconds to play. Bacon will set. Second free throw is good. So Christian gets 1 out of 2. He's got 14 in the ball game and a timeout taken by Coach Jackson. Gives us another moment to say thank you to another one of our partners, Advanced Roofing and Interiors. Of course, we are coming to you live today in every broadcast from the Advanced Roofing and Interiors broadcast booth. Advanced Roofing and Interiors there for all of your roofing, your gutters, concrete, fencing, painting, and more. And if you're starting to find yourself with a leak around the house today after all the rain that's come in, perfect time now to contact Thomas Boswell and the team at Advanced Roofing and Interiors. They'll come out and give you a free estimate. They've even got professional tarp teams, so if you just need something temporarily to get you by, Advanced Roofing and Interiors can help you out with that as well. It'd probably be a good time right now to go check and see if you need gutters. With all the water that's come through, probably got a pretty good test in the last 48 hours. 74-69. Hogs will inbound. Oglesby will be called for the foul. The sophomore Jackson Oglesby gets called for the foul, and that's going to send the Hogs back to the free throw line. 28.4 seconds left in regulation. 74-69. If the Highlanders can find a way to come back and win this ball game, they will clinch the number 7 seed. But if they fall and Andrew College wins their game today, there's a possibility that Gordon State will drop to the 8 seed and Andrew could get the 7 seed. Either way, we know we're playing on the road Tuesday to start conference play. 1-and-1. First free throw is up and good. Devon Rainey. Well, he has been Mr. Clutch from the free throw line here for South Georgia. He has hit 4 straight free throws here in the second half. 75-69. Rainey is ready. And nothing but net on that one as well. So Rainey knocks them both in. 76-69. It's a 7-point lead with 28.4 seconds remaining. Highlanders will inbound. Hawks playing full court press, not going to give Gordon State any chance to get the ball up court easily as Christian Bacon will check into the ball game. He'll replace Derek Brown. Oglesby, Boyd, Zion Brown, Bacon, and Jamar Moore, the 5 on the floor for Gordon State. Here we go, 28 seconds left. 7-point lead. Jamar Moore, pull-up three-pointer, too strong, rebounded by the Hawks. And Oglesby will draw another foul. And it looks like it's going to be too little, too late for Gordon State. 7-point lead, 19.3 seconds. 76-69, but man, what a turnaround. Last time we played South Georgia State, they beat us by 22. Much better performance by the Highlanders here today. First free throw is up and good by Jai Pathmaraja. He's got 4 points in the ball game. It's an 8-point lead. Second free throw, one-handed, rattles out, no good. See how quick the Highlanders can get up court. 15 seconds to play. Boyd with a three-pointer. In and out, no good. And it looks like the Highlanders are going to concede. Not going to draw any foul. The Hawks will hold it right here in front of our table and let the clock run out. And that's going to be the final here tonight. Gordon State College with a valiant effort. But too much in the second half from South Georgia State, as they will beat Gordon State by a final of 77-69. Timeout from Highlander Arena, and we will come back and wrap up the broadcast right after this.
Dodge Power Dollars are back at Countryside Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Jackson and Madison, and we're ready to put some muscle in your garage by offering savings up to $10,000 on our remaining 2023 Dodge Chargers and Dodge Challengers. Scat Packs, Hellcats, gel brakes, RTs, and last calls. We've got them, but you've got to hurry because once these 2023s are gone, they're gone forever. The 2023 Chargers and Challengers are the last Hemi-powered V8s that Dodge will produce. So come grab your piece of American muscle car history before it's too late. Shop online, chat with our friendly staff, and apply for easy financing at countrysideautomotive.com. And this month, let's find your new ride at Countryside. I-75 exit 205 in Jackson and I-20 exit 114 in Madison.
Dedication, compassion, and integrity. We've got the experience and expertise. When you need some help and you feel like there's nowhere to go, you can count on us for everything you need to know. The Sellers Law Firm, where clients become family.
Hey fans, how would you like to save at your next stop at the pump? Well, thanks to the May & Carter Oil Company, you can. All you have to do is download the new BP Me app today. It's free and it's available for Apple and Android devices. With the new BP Me app, you can save 5 cents per gallon at any BP location across the U.S. Download the new BP Me app today and let the May & Carter Oil Company show you how you can save 5 cents per gallon on your next fill-up. Discover the power of precision with Countryside Mower and Gravely in downtown Jackson. During our open house event, enjoy exclusive deals like 0% financing with approved credit on new commercial and residential zero-turn mowers and rebates up to $1,500. We've got the area's largest selection of new Gravely and Aaron's zero-turn mowers. Over 200 in stock and ready for delivery. Need service on your current mower? Now's the perfect time to come see us. We have a huge parts department and we service all brands, not just the brands we sell. Get ready for spring during the open house event at Countryside Mower in downtown Jackson. For more information and to see our full inventory, visit us online at countrysidemower.com.
Welcome back to Gordon State College in Barnesville. We've got ourselves a final here this afternoon, and unfortunately for the Highlanders, oh man, so close, but just a little short at the end of this one, as South Georgia College will win this one by a final of 77-69. Highlanders had their chances in the second half, had several leads in the second half, but just could not hold on. And boy, oh boy, just way too much of Kyrie Davis today for South Georgia State College. He led all scores with 29. It's time right now to bring you our scoring recap and your final stats for the ball game, presented by our good friends at Georgia Signs and Print. So here we go. Top to bottom, Kyrie Davis with 29 points. Jordan Moore had 4. Jamon Manguccio had 2. Amron Horde had 11, including 2 back-to-back clutch three-pointers late in the second half. Devon Rainey had 9. He was unstoppable from the free throw line here today. Lay Davis had 13. 11 out of those 13 came in the second half. He was just unstoppable down in the paint late in the second half of this ball game, and Robert Paul had 5 in the ball game. From the free throw line today, South Georgia State 12 out of 18, and again, they hang 77 points on the board. For Gordon State here today, Jackson Henry had 5. Zion Brown had 17 points in the ballgame, including 5 three-pointers. Christian Bacon had 14 points. Jamar Moore had 8. All 8 came in the second half of the ballgame. Derek Brown with 19 in the game. Jackson Oglesby had 3. Cameron Brown had 2. And from the free throw line today, not a bad day at all for Gordon State. We went to the line 24 times. We made 20 free throws. But again, come up just a little short at the end of this one, as South Georgia State College will win it by a final of 77-79. So South Georgia State will finish conference play at 11-5. Gordon State will finish at 4-12. Highlanders, still a chance to get that 7 seed, but we've got to wait and see what happens with Andrew College and their game today. South Georgia State, with the win, definitely helps their case to try to get that number 2 seed, but they are 1 out of 5 teams in the conference who enter today's contest with a chance to still claim that number 2 seed. So that's your final. That's the end of the regular season, ladies and gentlemen. Highlanders will go to conference play on Tuesday. The question is, where? We know we'll be on the road. We just don't know where we're going to be going and what time tip-off will be. Of course, as soon as we find out, we will let you know, and hopefully we can get a big conference win and make an upset on Tuesday night. But that's going to do it for our broadcast here today. Big thank you to Michael Penn on our camera work today. Thank you to Dr. Tanya Moore, the Director of Athletics, for having us out here, not only today but the entire season. As we wrap up our broadcast here today, it has been just an absolute honor to be here with Gordon State College, representing the Highlanders in their home games this year, and hopefully we'll get the opportunity to come back and do a few more down the road. For the final time this year, I'm Chad Feltman with K13 Media. Thank you all for joining us here today for Gordon State College Highlander basketball. Hope you have a great rest of your weekend, and we'll talk to you soon for more Gordon State College athletics. Goodbye, everyone.